This is part 3 of this tutorial about how to draw a floor plan using ArchiCAD 26, and let's continue from where we had stopped in our previous tutorial. Under Design, double click on the slab tool. Under Geometry and Positioning, change the slab thickness to 300 millimeters and select Concrete Structural and click that. For this, select that, and that's the reference plane settings. These are the settings for floor plan and section. These are the settings for model. Select white rough stucco. And these are the settings for classification and properties. So let's begin drawing our slab. Click on this point. Drag your mouse and click on this point. Click on this other point. Click on this point of the floor plan, this part, and this, and then click on where we begin. Select our slab, right click and click on slab selection setting, and for the height type 2850 millimeters. Now let's view it in 3D, and this is how it will look like. Now let's extend it by 450 millimeters. Extend this other part too. Drag it to this point. Click on this other point and here. Now let's view our change, and this is how it looks like. So now let's select our external walls. Let's begin. Click on the ground floor. Let's select our external walls. Click on this point, this point, this. Let's cut that wall. Select this other wall, this wall, this other part of the wall. Let's select this other external wall, this one, and this. Right click and select wall selection settings. Click on not linked and type 4000 millimeters. And let's view that change. in 3D. Right click, select wall selection setting. Let's change this to 3700 millimeters. That is how it will look like. Click on ground floor. Under design, click on slab tool. Under geometry and positioning, type 150. And on this other part, type 2850 millimeters and click OK. Click on this point. Under geometry and method, select that. And let's draw our roof, which will be a slab. Once you click on the points as shown on the screen, we are going to view our progress in 3D, and this is how it will look like. Select that slab and let's change the surfaces to click on paint and select paint as dark gray, and then on this other part select wood finish, and this is how it will look like. Now let's change the paint for our column so that it matches our slab. That is how it will look like. The next step will be inserting a slab on that point of our floor plan. Click on slab and change this to 300 millimeters and this type 150, and you're going to change this to dark gray and click OK. And click on that point, click on this part of the floor plan and that. Let's view our progress in 3D, and that's the change that will be made. Now the next step of this tutorial will be dimension settings. So under document, click on dimension tool. Under dimension style, select the options as shown on the screen. Then choose that and select that. And then choose this. For the text style, these are the settings that you're going to enter. Select that. And under this, choose Western. For this part, select that and type 2 millimeters is the height of our font. Select that. Under marker and witness line options, these are the settings. For the pointer, these are the settings that you're going to choose. Type 2, type 1000, and these are the dimension details, and these are the properties details, and then click OK. Now let's begin entering our dimensions. Click on the wall, click on this part of the floor plan, click on this other part, and then click on this, and click on a point in our working space. Drag your mouse and click. That's the first way of entering dimensions in our floor plan. Now in this next step, I'm going to show you the second method of entering dimensions in our floor plan. The first thing you're going to do is select let's select the next step will be selecting walls of our floor plan. Under design, click on wall tool. At the top, click on edit and then select all walls. Once the walls have been selected, click on document, click on annotation, automatic dimensioning, external dimensions, and this will pop up. Select overall dimension and check the boxes as shown on the screen. Distance between dimension lines 500, and check this box and click OK. Click on the workspace, drag your mouse and click on this point, and then click on this other part of our working space, and your dimensions will be automatically added in our drawing. The next step in this video will be let's view our 3D drawing. We are going to change this part of our wall, and then you're going to insert an opening on this part of our slab. In the ground floor, select this wall, click on split, click on this part of the wall and split it. Now let's select the wall we've just split, right click, click on wall selection settings. Once you do that, let's change the surface to that and click OK, and you'll notice there's a change in our wall. Now the next step we are going to do will be inserting an opening on this part of our wall. Let me adjust this slab. This is the part we are going to change by inserting an opening. under design, choose opening tool, select that, and then click on that part of the wall, select the opening and type 200 millimeters. Then let's adjust it to this point and drag. Let's adjust the dimensions of the opening and then view our progress in 3D. And this is how it will look like. Now let's insert objects in that part of the slab. Type planned and choose this and click OK. Click once to insert the planned, select it, right click, click on object selection setting and change it to 200 millimeters by 200 millimeters. Let's view it in 3D, and this is how it will look like. Click on it and type -150, and then let's drag copies of that object. Type 7 and drag your mouse to that point. Let's move a copy to that point. Let's view that change in 3D. The next step you're going to do is adjusting heights of different plans. Type 900 millimeters. Let's change the height for this. And type 700 millimeters. And this is how our progress will look like. So the next step will be click on ground floor, click on viewpoint, select elevation tool, and let's begin drawing our elevations. Under general settings, these are the settings for our elevation. Type elevation E01, click that setting. For this, select that. For the status, choose that. For the horizontal range, select infinite. And for this, select that too. For the model appearance, these are the settings that you're going to enter. For the marker, these are the settings. Select that. And then for the marker size, type 3. And then select this. And check that box. For the marker text style, these are the settings that you're going to enter. then type 3 millimeters as the font size. For the marker symbol, you're going to select that. For the marker style, you're going to choose that. And for the foreground, you're going to choose that. And then check that box. These are the settings for the story levels. These are the settings for the story level symbols and text. And these are the grid tool settings, and then click OK. To begin drawing your elevation, click on this part in our workspace. Drag your mouse and click on this other point to end your elevation. And let's draw the other elevations. Click on that point and click on this other point to end your elevation. Do the same for this other elevation and this other elevation. So that's how you draw elevation lines in ArchiCAD. Let's change the name of this elevation to that. Let's change this elevation line by entering those names. Let's change this side, this elevation to that. So that's how you draw elevation lines in ArchiCAD 26.